I'm glad also to connect with people who are joining us via live streaming. This is a great opportunity. How is the program going? Just wanted to ask you. Yeah? Oops. Sorry. Okay. So, I have to check this. Sorry. My name is Belmary Lorcas. I'm the Director of Recruitment and Enrollment here at CMU School of Music. I just would like to learn a little bit more about you. If you can tell me from which city you are joining through the live streaming, and also here in the audience, you can let me know where are you coming from. That would be nice to know for me. Yes. Oh, cool. Anybody else want to share? No? Awesome. West Coast. Yes. Cool. West Coast. Anybody else? Yes. Ah, West Coast. Cool. Well, this just is inspiring me to continue thinking about going to California to do audition. Sorry. Yes.
Austin, Texas.
Yay, Texas. Yes. Awesome. Yes. Great, China. Anybody else who wants to share where you're coming from? Pittsburgh, anybody? Yes. Pittsburgh. Awesome. Thanks. Well, thank you so much for enrolling to the program, for joining the pre-college program, for being here, and thank you for being today here. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Venezuela. I had the opportunity to come and study here in the United States many years ago. I'm a violinist, and I did here at CMU a Master in Music Education. And I wanted to share this because in the past and nowadays, more than ever, one of the things that makes me love CMU are the wonderful pathways for music students to thrive and be immersed in a community and institution where interdisciplinary opportunities are amazing. During our time together, we would like to share a presentation where we will include an overview of the admission process and how to apply to the School of Music. And we can check together at the end with some Q&A. I'm also excited to be here with Grace, who is one of our wonderful students. Grace is a composition major, if I believe. Yes, so Grace will help me at the end with any questions that you might have. Also, I would like to thank our pre-college team for organizing this event today. Thank you. Our intention today is to connect with you. My goal is to connect and for you to know who to contact throughout the admission process and application process and to, throughout all that process that is coming up. Let me continue here. Why Carnegie Mellon? Founded in 1912 as one of the 5 schools of the College of Fine Arts, Carnegie Mellon's School of Music offers conservatory-level programs within a world-class university environment, as you know. The School of Music at CMU highly values each and every individual who wants to be a part of an innovative fine arts community immersed in a top research university, as I mentioned before. We offer the best aspects of a conservatory, a small class size, individual attention, and creative opportunity, along with experiences only a university can offer, like double majors, extensive student organizations, and unique traditions. Our faculty is comprised of world-class performers and teachers who know what it takes to achieve success in a rapidly changing, always challenging marketplace, and who know how to impart that knowledge to students. 22 members of the School of Music, the faculty, are also members of the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, and this is something that we like to highlight. Also, all music courses here and lessons are taught by faculty, not graduate students. Overall number of music students is between 250 300 here in the School of Music. Performance opportunities for undergraduates begin in the first year and continue through their undergraduate career. Here at the School of Music, we have an unparalleled undergraduate music education, complemented by graduate and certificate programs. About undergraduate degrees, we offer the Bachelor of Fine Arts in instrumental performance, piano performance, vocal performance, composition, electronic music. We also offer the Bachelor of Science, which is in music technology, a tri-college program with the School of Computer Science and College of Electrical and Computer Engineering. We also offer what is called the BXA programs. Have you heard about the BXA? Let me ask. Yes, so I'm glad. So the Bachelor of Humanities and Arts, BSA. We have the Bachelor of Science and Arts, Bachelor of Computer Science and Arts, Engineering and Arts, and also Bachelor of Engineering Studies and Arts as well. BXA provides access to 5 strong colleges that offer specialized training with expert faculty and researchers. The BXA programs challenge students to utilize those resources as they explore and develop their own approach to interdisciplinary studies in the fine arts and computer science, engineering, math, humanities, social sciences, mathematical sciences as well. BXA students balance courses in their CFA, College of Fine Arts, concentration with courses in their academic concentration, as well as BXA specific courses that are designed for those particular programs. These courses give students the opportunity to integrate their areas of concentration by focusing on interdisciplinary approaches and arts-based research based on research techniques. Music majors can add minors, and we have collaborative minor for piano majors, conducting, music education certificate, music technology, music theory. We also have non-major opportunities for students who are non-majors. We have different opportunities for them as well. If you decide to apply to CMU in any other school, you can also attend the School of Music as non-major. You can use these opportunities as well. Okay. About academics and ensembles, well, the coursework is really vast, I have to say, and at this point what I would like to suggest to you, if you are interested in learning more in depth what involves to study here, to talk to students like Grace, so make good use that you are seeing Grace on a daily basis, if not, if I'm not mistaken, maybe. Well, look for Grace, ask Grace questions about what the load and the classes are required to fulfill your degree. Also, check the catalog of the undergraduate programs here, because honesty is really extensive to just tell you, you will get this, okay? So I really want you to get in, review the catalog yourself. I want to, let me see if I can have something to mention about that here. Yeah, we have major ensembles, philharmonic, the wind ensemble, chorus, elective, the exploded ensemble, which is a fascinating program that I think is wonderful. After students are members or students here, they can participate in something that is called Ideate. I don't know if you have heard about the Ideate programs, but you have to be, it's not a major, you have to be an undergraduate student here. So please check the undergraduate catalog for more information about what can you get in your program, different programs. About the application and audition process, it is extremely important for you to know that you need to submit 2 applications. One is through the common applications via it's undergrad common application, and then the other one is via accepted to the School of Music, where you will find information for the auditions and what to submit for your specific degree that you are applying. Okay, so common application, accepted application. The deadline for the accepted application is December 1st, and I will say make that your deadline for the common application as well. Okay, the audition requirements for all the programs or portfolio requirements are on the website, and I have to tell you right now we are updating, making some edits on the website, so I will encourage you to check our website mid-August. We are hoping to do those edits by the first week of August, but just making sure you know. The application will open for us on September 15, we'll say December 15 or a little bit before, and then again the December 1st is the deadline. We will have auditions end of January and February for sure. And then what happens, and I was actually explaining to one of the parents who was asking me, the deadline for us, admissions decisions will go out via admissions central. We call admissions centrals, okay? And then they are the ones who actually make the final decisions make the final decisions of the students that are coming to CMU. We actually pass the information to them after the auditions, and then they will evaluate the students. They will consider your application in the common application, your test, SAT, or test optional. This year we have again the test optional for SAT and all the tests actually. This year is also a test. There is an option, test option. So that's important, and I keep telling this because you cannot imagine how many students we get the application via accepted, but they didn't apply to CMU via common application, and unfortunately these students cannot be admitted, or even though we want them in the School of Music or the faculty want them, we cannot admit them. So please be careful with that. Apply to common application and make sure you apply in the way that you are applying to CMU. This is something else that you will need to talk to the admissions counselor in the central admissions. Also, when you submit your application in accepted for the School of Music, you need to make sure that you submit your, we have 5 areas that we ask for pre-screening videos. Do you know which one they are? I see some people saying yes. Okay, for any piano program, any tuba program, any violin program, any composition program, and any electronic music, we just have one, they need to submit pre-screening requirements, okay? Everybody else will need to go through the regular audition process, and not pre-screening, just audition process. So we will let you know when your audition will be. But there are specific also requirements for each instrument and program. Later, after we're done, if you want to meet or asking me about any specific questions, you can do that. We can go through general questions, but if you have some people, they like to ask specific questions about their own program, so feel free to do that at the end, okay? Let me continue. Applications. These are admission requirements for the common application, like what it is, central admission, central undergraduate. Common application, of course, we have a fee. Academic requirements, make sure you check them with them. I was mentioning here about the SAT. All require standard testing. Official score reports, which includes the TOEFL or IELTS if English is not your native language. Also, if English is your native language, I keep also emphasizing to check the scores that we require, okay? The university is very specific about those. and just make sure you check those. And as I mentioned, Carnegie Mellon University extended a test optional policy for this year, removing the SAT and ACT standardized test requirement for first year fall 2023 applicants. And then we have all the different requirements that we ask in the common application, like secondary school counselor evaluation, teacher recommendation, common application essay. Yes, and as I was mentioning also, the music decision account for 80% of the final decision. Admission reviews all application holistically. This is what I was mentioning before, that make sure, for you to know that we decide, but the final decision is going to come through the central admissions, okay? Okay, so here, I wanted to share some resources in general for you to, that I like to recommend. Majoring in Music is a website that you can actually find resources for CMU and other schools as well, okay, and learn about different programs. Also, of course, visit college fairs, ask many questions to students who are attending schools that you want to attend, connect with them somehow. Also, here I'm sure, did you get a campus visit here, campus tour? Great. And in the School of Music, of course, I'm sure, yes. Of course, keep checking the YouTube channel and then check out the faculty roster that we have, connect with faculty. It's not that it's going to make any difference, but if you connect with them and tell them that you are interested in learning more about what it is to be a piano student here, it's a great thing. And again, I'm not talking about here only, but in any school that you are intending to apply. Just wanted to share with you that. So I think that's honestly all the information, major overview that I really wanted to share with you. Again, there is very specific information about curriculum and all that, and I would love for you to go on the website, encourage you to check those on the website. And of course, if you have questions, feel free to email me. You have my information now. Or also connect you. I want you to connect you with undergraduate admissions, our liaison between CFA, College of Fine Arts, and undergraduate admissions. Her name is Alernadel, so I'm going to actually put her name in there in a little bit, because I just have a question here. Thank you, Amanda and Keisha, for joining. They are in Buffalo and Connecticut through the YouTube channel. And at this point, I would love to see if we can chat or share, ask if you have any questions. We can talk about, because this is the way we also learn about you, and we learn about what, or we can, guide you through the process. Yes.
I saw something that there's New York City auditions.
Yes.
Where are they?
Yeah, they are in this year, opera, oh gosh, I forgot the name, but it's close to Times Square, Opera Center, I think it's called, Opera National. We will have, the auditions in New York usually are for any instruments, but no percussion, please, because we don't have percussion coming there. And the way it works, we have on Friday will be on a Friday in February, we will have voice auditions. All the voice auditions needs to be accompanied with a pianist, just making sure I mentioned this time. And then usually the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we do instrumental auditions, and you mentioned your son is trombone. So what happened in those auditions, and we will record the auditions and we'll bring the auditions to our faculty here. The only faculty that will travel this year with me to New York is the voice faculty. That's on Friday.
Trombone was not pre-screening, right?
Trombone doesn't have pre-screening, yes.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, please.
Just as far as assistance or help from alumni with respect to opportunities in the market graduate, is
Mhm.
that something that, is there some kind of program that you guys do or that you want to tell us about?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I think that's something that personally I'm interested in sharing that through our faculty, for sure. Reaching out to our faculty, that would be a great way to connect with alumni or with the students who recently graduated, for example. We don't have like a placing system right now for that, but I know it's very important for incoming students to learn about what can we do, after I graduate, right? But in the other hand, in the meantime, I want to share that these days, in any field, the way to, if you go to study any career, any opportunity, the best way to learn and to keep going and learning about your profession is just networking. Yeah, working, and that's in any field, not only music. So right now, as I mentioned, the best way will be through our faculty, honestly, to connect with the studio, what the students are doing, and they can some of the faculty I know they are doing that, and connecting students with alumni.
To play with the Pittsburgh Philharmonic, do they come here at all and perform with the kids and with the students at all?
Well, through the studios and master classes, they do have those kind of like master classes and workshops and things like that. I'm not I'm sure that we do events like that, but I'm not aware about specifics that we have to do. Is on the every year we add things to do, and we yeah, that's what I wanted to share. Yeah, I hope that's helpful. Okay, great. Anybody else? Do we have any other question there? Or I'm not sure if anybody through YouTube, if they have any questions. I don't see any questions. Do you see any questions? I have. No, I don't think so. Yes.
I had a question for music minors, like what type of facilities and opportunities they have access to, especially for ensembles.
Oh yes. If Ensemble for music minors, you have requirements that you will have to fulfill as a music minor. I'm not sure if Grace, do you have any answer for that question? Like what opportunities music minors can have?
I'm not quite sure about that, but I've had multiple classes with music minors. They usually just take the core classes like music theory, rhythmics, solfege, but I haven't seen much interaction besides that.
Sure. Yeah. And do you play any instrument?
Yeah, I play violin.
Oh, I have to tell you, violins. Yes, you can be in any of the ensembles. That's for sure. And we always love. I'm a violinist. I have to tell you. As I mentioned, you have opportunities to perform and to play and to work with other students. We always need violins for orchestra. I have to say that. But again, music minors have a specific also, requirements depending of which music minor you are doing, of course. Okay, so that it will depend of that, like what will be your requirement to fulfill that. Yes. Any other question?
Just for Grace, are you a double major by any chance?
No, I'm just composition.
Composition. And I have to tell you, Grace worked a lot with us. Like she's working for pre-college program this year. You are a sophomore, right? You are going to be a sophomore. She's going to be a sophomore. She worked with me for auditions this year. And what I'm trying to say is like, even though she's not doing a second major, she's doing a lot of work with us and for us, and learning different skills, I have to say. Yeah. Yes.
So I'm interested in majoring in music performance, but I was wondering like how easy it is to add a minor
Oh.
from another school outside. Like, is that very hard?
Yeah, and again, that depends of you. Something that is also important for all of us to know is that the way I see it is like all the students, we take the students like in a personalized schedule. So depending of your needs, the person who you are and what you want to achieve, your advisor will work with you and will help you to decide what are the classes and which minors you can take, and depending of what you would like to do. But that's possible.
I want to say that
Go ahead.
I'm minoring in religious studies, and a lot of your curriculum in school of music, you have gen ed courses, and your minor courses that you need to fulfill that minor can fulfill like gen ed requirements. Like it just depends on like, there's like global perspectives that you have to take freshman year, gen ed sophomore year. Like there are multiple things that you actually like have to take, and you can just fill that with whatever like courses that your minor requires. So I would actually say it's pretty easy. That's what I'm doing, and it's been fine because I would have to take a class anyway. So it might as well just be something that you're interested in.
Yes. Because I think for BFA you need to take 80% of the courses here and 20% you can take outside the School of Music. Yes. Any other question? Yes. Sorry, composition or? Music tech, there are no auditions for those, but interviews, yes. So for composition, actually, depending of the, for any composition program, you will have an interview and pre-screening portfolio due. But then there is no audition for composition, okay? Just interview. And then for music technology, I want to tell you that music technology, we have the Bachelor of Science, with emphasis in composition if you want to do that, or emphasis in music technology. And then if the Ricardo Schultz were here, he will tell me, if anybody's interested in music technology in any way, tell them to talk to me. Because there are so many different ways to do and incorporate music technology in your degree here that he always liked to do that with the students. You know, like he wants to meet with the students to make sure that he understands which way, and then he can help you how to apply, just to learn which way is best for you to apply. Okay, but there are no auditions, but yes, interviews for composition, and for music technology, no, it's just a portfolio submission. Yes. Anybody else? We have, thank you, CMU. Could you please explain? Oh, the application and deadline for BXA is the same as as the application for BFA or for any program that you're applying here in the School of Music. You will need, now, for BXA, you will need to submit an application to our school, and also an application you need to apply to the other school you are applying, to computer science, to engineer, or the other school. And you need to communicate with the undergraduate admissions. I think will be the best way for them to guide you the way, you know, the best way for you to apply. But for BXA, you will need to apply to our school, and you will need to apply to the other school through undergraduate admissions. To apply as BXA with any instrument, composition, or music technology, you will need to also follow the protocols and guidelines for auditions as any BFA. You will need to submit an audition and portfolio for composition or music technology. I hope that helps. Yes, same. We have, and then about how many students we enroll, we have a number of BXA students that we admit. I don't have the exact number, but in general is a number that each school has. And the BCSA that somebody's asking, like how many students are enrolled in a particular BXA program. So we usually have a number for all BXA to be admitted in a particular year to CMU. So it's, and I don't have the exact number for that particular program, sorry about that. All right. Any other question that we might have from the audience or YouTube friends? Yes.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this question correctly, but, so my son is a trombonist, right? And so you have freshmen through seniors. If there wasn't a large number of trombonists that have graduated,
Mhm.
is there less seats for a trombonist coming in because there, or you accept the same number every year?
That's a great question. I would say no. We always need instrumentalists because we have many ensembles, and the faculty, they are always, looking for. We have place for students to be overall for instrumentalists because we have ensembles, and if we have a student who is interested in coming to CMU as a trombone player, and if this student is admitted by your faculty, we will find the way to bring that student, to be honest. Yeah. And the students, they play for all ensembles, no matter if they are freshman or sophomore or junior or senior or master. We have master programs too.
I also want to say it's a rotation of parts. Like you audition like at the beginning of the semester, and you're given like your set of parts for whatever group you're playing in, which is a lot of the times both the Philharmonic and the wind ensemble for trombone. So it's constantly rotating. There's no like person being left out. You're gonna have a part to play. So there's that.
At the time of application, does the student have to decide if they will major or minor? Well, you can come and decide it, but if you are applying to the School of Music, you will need to audition or you will need to submit a portfolio, so that will be important for you to know, that I will say at least to enter the school, you will need to audition with an instrument. So that will be, and then you can work it out if you are. But again, you will need to be admitted to the School of Music. You will need to be admitted in a department, I have to say. And then if you are applying to CMU and declare major, you can do that. But again, for the School of Music, you will need to audition. Yes, in the back. Sorry.
Related to that question, though, if you come in, say, for instance, majoring in political science, and you decide you want to transfer into the School of Music, how difficult is that?
Well, that will be if you are admitted to CMU, right? And then you want to be transferred to our school, you will need to be admitted in any of our studios. So meaning you will need to audition. And the process of that is internal, but still they will have to audition and pass through the process of auditions. But it will be internal.
And it would be, can they do that midway through the school year, or they have to wait for the next school year?
They have to wait until the next year. Or yeah, like if you were admitted this year in fall, right? And then when you come in fall, you need to start somewhere, right? You will need to start somewhere. To transfer, you will need to transfer. There are rules for transfer students, internal rules. So you will need to complete those rules and wait until it's time for you to come, which will be the next academic year, I will say. Yes.
Is there an existing jazz program? Are there students who major in jazz or introduction in jazz or jazz professors, or what are the ensembles?
We don't have majoring jazz, but we do have options for jazz students, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to say also, I'm excited. This is my first complete year to be here at CMU. As in my role, my current role, and there are so many different ways to start here and programs. But for sure, we have BFA in instrumental major, composition, or electronic music, no jazz. But again, there are ways to complement that.
There's a jazz ensemble that performs once a semester. They meet
Yes.
twice. They meet twice during the semester, or twice a month. And they do a performance once a semester. But besides that, I would say no.
Yes. Do we have any other question in the audience here in person? If not, I'll go here with 2 more questions. Oh, sure. You can email, look into they're asking about faculty names and how we contact faculty. You can go to our faculty roster on the website, and honestly, you can contact anybody through them. You can just contact directly faculty. And Ricardo Schultz, he's the music technology faculty that I just mentioned. Let me check. If the music school's decision for admission is 80% of the decision, then how does that change if the student applies as BXA? Will be only for the music? Well, for the BXA programs, you will need to be admitted to our school, to the School of Music, and then you will need to be admitted through the other school you're applying. Okay, so and the other application is through the undergraduate, the common application. So that if you are admitted to the School of Music and you are not admitted to the other school, you will be admitted to CMU not as a BXA. You will be admitted as BFA, sorry. And again, there are different ways that you can be admitted to CMU. For our School of Music, for any program that you apply that involves music, you will need to be admitted to the School of Music. That's important for you to know. Is BXA discouraged for? No, BXA students are wanted, I have to say. Is a great opportunity for all of us to have BXA students here. So they are not discouraged. They need to audition and they will have a studio. They will need to spend here 2 years, let me just say this way, 2 years and then 2 years in the other school. So we have a number of BXA students in our School of Music, of course. Yes, thank you. Thank you for responding on behalf of CMU Pre-College Music. Yes. Yes.
So you said that for people applying to the College of Music, 80% is decided here in the College of Music, and then the other 20% by Central.
Yes.
Who's doing the evaluation of the test scores and GPA?
Yeah. Central admissions. Yes, central admissions. They review all the tests and all the. Can I tell you in a way that I see it is like in March, the first week of March, we are already done with auditions and we have a list of students we want to admit, and we pass that list through to central admissions, right? And then they dissect the students, I have to say. They just see the students holistically, that they, in that way they tell us like, this student cannot be admissible, this student is admissible. And then we have issues sometimes because like we have students who are wonderful for us because they have artistical level, but unfortunately they don't meet the language requirement, for example. Oh my gosh, and that's like we of course advocate for our students and for we want to bring, but of course there are rules and protocols that we need to follow and to understand that too. Yes. Any other question? No questions from here? Great. And I think we don't have any other questions here, right? No. So at this point, honestly, if you have, I want to mention, if you have more questions, my card is on here in the front. My email is belmarylorcas@cmu.edu. You can ask Grace. And also I encourage you to connect with undergraduate admissions, just to get in touch with them, ask many questions, make good use of the information sessions they offer, because it will give you an idea of what pathways you can apply to CMU. Okay? Yes.
What was the name of the liaison?
Yes, thank you. Alair Nadel. I don't want to change this because
Can you spell that?
Sure. Let me see if I can share my screen here. I don't know if they will do that. Sorry. thing they are doing. They are looking at it. Oh, can you see that? So these links I just drop in here. These are important contacts that I want you to make. Alair Nadel is our liaison between CFA schools, drama, music, the undergraduate admissions central. And then just wanted to encourage you to visit our website, do campus visits, which I know you have done, but as well as campus visits, I will encourage you to attend informational sessions from them, from undergraduate admissions. They have awesome materials that they share, and materials and information that is useful for you to consider when applying to CMU, okay? And then also you have our contact information, you know where to find us, and send us an email. And I want to thank at this moment our pre-college team for making this space available and for us to be here and talk to you, okay? Thank you so much for your attention. Do we have anything else that we want to share? No?
I'm happy to talk about like portfolio requirements for composition or
Great.
stuff like that, like what the professors look for.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you want to talk to me about that.
sure. And actually this brings me to where I think I mentioned to this, if you can make good use of the opportunities. Grace is here, connect with the students and ask questions to the students, because always I find the best way to learn about any program is just connecting to students, okay? Also in our admissions team this summer, we have a BXA student, Carmen. Carmen is available to also do Zoom sessions if you need to do that, okay? During summer or fall, just making sure you know. Yeah, so thank you to the people who are in the live stream, or we can continue the live stream. I don't know. I think we can end the live stream, if that's okay. I want to encourage our guests, friends who are connected via YouTube, to please send me an email if you have questions. I think if pre-college music, I can chat here. I can put my email here. That's easier. In that way, we're connected. And then Grace will, oops, sorry. I wanted to type my email in the YouTube. I was going to write cookies, right? At CMU. Gosh, okay. Oh, perfect. Great. Thank you so much for the YouTube guests, friends. Thanks. Good luck with your program. Have a great summer. And please, I want to mention, just enjoy the road as you are looking for your college, and I'm sure you will end going to the best place that is best for you, okay? Thanks again. So we can finish that, and then we can stay here if you have to. Thank you.